tonight, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The New England Patriots taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. Out of Monmouth College, it's Alex Tanney. He'll be the man under center leading this crew.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So out comes the Patriots offense as they'll get their first shot at things here. Leading them out, their 2-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his 4th season now from Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
Might have won back-to-back Heisman trophies if the ballot had come after the national championship games that he and Clemson played against Alabama. But when you watch him on the field, you realize why coordinators and head coaches want to bend their offense to his talents, because when he's got the ball in his hands, he can be magical at times.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Ravens' 31-yard line.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
At the 17.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Henry, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 10-yard line. Brings up third down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
Second and goal.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 18 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Pats have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. Gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brought down at the
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, they keep it on the ground, and again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play. And it brings
out of the gun now on third down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, and he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Raekwon Davis breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A shotgun snap for Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. Henry's got it. Out on the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a New England first down. A gain of 12. A couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Running from the gun with Henry. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
44-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
To throw is Watson on 3rd down, and that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip.
Ravens nothing.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
24-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens nothing.
Here's 2nd and 8. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Intercepted by the Ravens.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, Where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. This is Johnson, the fullback. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, there's a trust factor in that call. Turning and handing it to the big man in the backfield, trying to pick up the first down. But how about the defense? They were ready for him, and they were able to stop him.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Their own 15-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Here's Watson to throw on 3rd down. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
At the 27-yard line.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
After the penalty, it's Henry.
Derrick Henry on the handoff.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, they'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
Watson's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 44.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So that'll back him up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Patriots take over.
28-yard line.
And now let's discuss Julio Jones. Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Well, so far, just the single catch and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
To throw on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Watson's pass.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
New England on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Good. 18 big yards on that one. And a New England 1st down.
1st and 10.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. To the air yet again. Watson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
1st and 10.
Again, it's Watson, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Ball carrier.
New England on 3rd down. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 8. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0.
Ravens nothing.
And that kick, that's a big one. It's number 565 of his career, tying Morton Anderson at the top of the all-time list.
And Brandon, really it speaks to this man's longevity more than anything else. These 21, 22-year-olds come into camp with the booming legs, thinking they can unseat this guy. He's just been Mr. Automatic his whole career.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
at the 20-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Lockett. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Deshaun Watson making his way back out. The focus of our players' spotlight on one hand as we look at some of his struggles with the 3 interceptions. He's got to be upset. On the other hand, they're still winning this game.
So how does he take care of the ball the rest of the game? That's what his teammates are interested in because they pick things up for him throughout. You got to look over the defensive side, the kicking game. Those guys have made it work for him. Now his goal, not mess up anything else down the stretch.
Yeah, forget about those 3 picks. Move on. Now a 1st down throw. Watson dancing to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half. It is taken in by Cooks for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks as the first half is winding down, and the Patriots add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Vinatieri now for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching is Deshaun Watson, who is the star of the first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down now, it's Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Henry.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, it's Henry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Derrick Henry.
It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 3rd down. The left side completion to Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A gain of 6 on the play. It's now 4th down, and
here we go on 4th. Watson, and that's complete to Lewis. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure cat.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. stretches the lead to 27. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
First down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed. Great.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
A good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Right at midfield. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Lock in. That's good for a Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Watson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And this offense is running away with this one.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a New England touchdown. It is Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10. at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over...
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Deron Payne in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Vita Vea make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Raekwon Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Out of the gun, Watson. Henry's got it out on the left side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
11 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and...
Watson on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. They'll run with Henry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 5. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. In trouble, and he's taken down. Deron Payne racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He gets it left side to Johnson. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Number 47. No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
Tanny's pass.
It's a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Gain of 5 brings up 3rd and
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And that'll set them back 5. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
touchdown, Patriots.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Vinatieri now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but and he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
10-yard loss on the play.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A 1st down carry for Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 29, Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Made at the 16-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 16, Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Watson. And Jones has it over the middle. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. Watson now to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game as his guys continue to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
6-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Sendejo. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? It's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And the Patriots have it. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
Brings up second.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Back to throw, Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick, and the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Tanny's pass. Intended for
now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Throw left side, complete. It's Johnson. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down and around the 22.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. Now it's Lockett. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Again, it's Henry. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Go! Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Watson on 3rd down. And he's got Lockett. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for New England, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's another week, another loss as they fall now to 0-9. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.